Hey, what's up, people? Pizowell here, and today I want to talk to you guys about the 1972 giallo, Who Saw Her Die. Now, this is partially going to be a review of the movie as well as a review of this upcoming Arrow Video Blu-ray release for the film. And Who Saw Her Die stars George Lazenby as a grieving father hell-bent on tracking down the maniac who killed his young daughter, a maniac who is not too fond of red-headed children. I'll leave it at that. But during the course of his investigation to track down this maniac, he uncovers corruption, depravity, and a big body count on the streets of Venice. Who Saw Her Die has all of the giallo elements that we've come to know and love from giallo movies of the 1970s. We have the black-gloved killer, we've got lots of killer POVs, we've got some great murder set pieces, a sizable body count, and so forth. Who Saw Her Now is also a beautifully photographed film, but beautiful in a very gloomy kind of way, which fits perfectly with the themes of this movie. And there are some pretty heavy themes when it comes to the death of children and parents grieving over the death of their child and so forth. But where this film truly excels, I think, is when it comes to the relationship between George Lazenby's character and his doomed daughter. It's well written, it's well acted, and there's a chemistry between the two in the film that gives their relationship an authenticity. You can believe that this is a father and daughter, and that only adds to the suspense and the dread when it comes to the build-up to her ultimate demise, because you like her character. You like her father's character. You like the two of them together. And you just know it's going to end very badly. I also found myself really compelled with the murder mystery aspects in Who Saw Her Die. And I think the film does an excellent job of not tipping its hand too early when it comes to the identity of the killer. Who Saw Her Die also features a haunting score from Ennio Morricone. I was really taken aback with Who Saw Her Die. As a giallo movie, the film delivers everything that I want in a giallo movie, but it also went a few steps further as far as the narrative is concerned by creating really believable, authentic relationships between George Lazenby's character and his daughter, and also Lazenby's character and his estranged wife when it came to grieving for their dead daughter. And the murder mystery aspects in the film were really compelling, and it wasn't obvious who the killer was halfway through the movie, which is also a plus. If you're a fan of giallo movies, you definitely need to check out Who Saw Her Die. I highly recommend it. This Blu-ray from Arrow Video would be a great way to introduce yourself to the film if you've not seen it. If you are a fan of Who Saw Her Die, you definitely want to look into picking up this Blu-ray from Arrow Video and adding it to your collection. First, let's check out the presentation here. We've got some artwork there on the sleeve of the Blu-ray. The sleeve is reversible, and we've got some alternate, very nice artwork on the inside. This release also comes with a booklet featuring 2 write-ups about Who Saw Her Die, entitled The Loss of Innocence in Aldo Latto's Who Saw Her Die by Rachel Nisbet and What's in a Name, Currying Favor in the International Market by Troy Howarth. This booklet also contains some really nice full-color images from the film. As far as picture quality and sound quality are concerned, this Blu-ray features a brand new 2K restoration of the full-length Italian version of the film from the original 35mm camera negative. As far as picture quality is concerned, it looked great. It looked absolutely fantastic. I would give the picture quality a solid 4 out of 5. Same with the audio quality. I would give it a solid 4 out of 5 as well. The movie looked great. The movie sounded great on this Blu-ray release. As far as extras are concerned, first up, we have I Saw Her Die, a new interview with director Aldo Latto, recorded exclusively for Arrow Video. It's 56 minutes and 55 seconds in length. Mr. Latto discusses the course of events that led to him directing Who Saw Her Die. He discusses working with the cast and crew in the film. He discusses shooting the film in Venice. He discusses the popularity of giallos at the time, and he discusses some of the more perverse aspects of the film and much more. Very nice interview with Mr. Latto. Next up, we have Nicoletta, Child of Darkness, a new interview with actress Nicoletta Elmy recorded exclusively for Arrow Video. It's 27 minutes and 26 seconds in length. Ms. Elmy discusses how being a child model led her into acting. She discusses how she looked at her acting gigs like brief vacations from her normal life. She discusses working with George Lazenby, who she has very fond memories of. She discusses working on The Night Child, Deep Red, and Demons. She discusses just recently discovering how many fans she has via social media and much more. Very nice interview with Ms. Elmy. Next up, we have Once Upon a Time in Venice, a new interview with co-writer Francesco Barilli, recorded exclusively for Arrow Video. It's 31 minutes and 29 seconds in length. Mr. Barilli discusses his desire to make a giallo in Venice and how he collaborated with co-writer Massimo Diavac to develop the screenplay for Who Saw Her Die. He discusses working with the director and being pleased with how the film turned out. He goes into great detail discussing his dislike for producers and their short-sightedness and how they interfered with his work over the course of his career and much more. Very entertaining interview with Mr. Barilli. Next up, we have Giallo in Venice, a new video interview with author and critic Michael McKenzie, recorded exclusively for Arrow Video. It's 26 minutes and 17 seconds in length. Mr. McKenzie discusses the finer points of Who Saw Her Die and discusses the film's peculiarities that differentiate it from other giallos of the time. He discusses the cast, the film's similarities to Don't Look Now, and much more. Very nice interview with Mr. McKenzie. We get an image gallery, we get the Italian trailer, and the American trailer for the film. We also get an audio commentary with author and giallo expert Troy Howarth. I listened to about 45 minutes or so of the commentary. Mr. Howarth discusses the giallo boom of the 1970s, how the films were financed and distributed. He discusses George Lazenby's brief stint as James Bond and his role in Who Saw Her Die, and Nicoletta Elmy and her presence in Italian horror of the 70s. He discusses Who Saw Her Die's similarities to Don't Look Now, or vice versa, and much more. Very nice commentary with Mr. Howarth. I've listened to, I don't know how many commentaries that have included Mr. Howarth on giallo releases, and the guy is very, very knowledgeable when it comes to giallo movies. This is a very nice Blu-ray release for Who Saw Her Die from the fine folks over at Arrow Video. I recommend the movie. If you've not seen it, this Blu-ray would be a great way to introduce yourself to the film. If you are a fan of Who Saw Her Die, you definitely want to look into picking up this Blu-ray and adding it to your collection. You've got great picture quality and sound quality and some really nice extras on this release. I'll post a link to Arrow Video's website in the description. Go over and check them out. If you've seen Who Saw Her Die, please let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments section below. Also, let me know what your favorite giallo movie not directed by Dario Argento is down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. They're also right around here. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. Join the $1 a Month Club and help support my channel on Patreon. Thank you to my current patrons, Kevin Smythe, Orc145626, B-Movie Mike, Robert Sobel, Turi Delamore, Stephen Flanagan, Lori Holt, Craig Farrand, Farron Sutton, Jeremiah Lambert, Grindhouse Grotto, Derek Jana, Demon Waffles, Simon Clark, Stone Gassman, Zachary Barton, Lauren Dixon, James Welch, Eli Geisler, Jeff Overing, Pete Toll, Kyle McGuire, Jay the Stingray, Andrew McDonald, Dave Barnes, Jonathan Lundy, Chris Gonzalez, Trenton Bowser, Jason Breitenbach, Brandon Bisdick, Steak Sauce, OG Myers, Mark Striano, Jeff Gardner, Travis Davis, and The Obsoletionist. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.